Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing my body mist recommendations for the winter time. I was looking back through all my videos to try to see if I had done this video previously so that I didn't include the same mist. And turns out, in the couple years that I've been doing my YouTube videos and these recommendations, I've actually never done a winter body spray recommendation. I was sure that I had done one, but apparently I haven't. So as per usual, the majority of the mists in this video are gonna be from Bath & Body Works, but I did also sprinkle in some other more from like Sol de Janeiro. I have a Frenshe mist. I have a few Victoria's Secret body sprays. And then of course, the majority of it will be Bath & Body Works. So I have a total of 16 body sprays here. These are perfect for the winter time. So before I get into showing you all of those, this video is sponsored by Ana Luisa. You guys know I worked with them many times. I always say this, but yeah, I've been working with them for I think almost a year now, which is crazy, and I love their pieces. I say it every time, sponsored or not, I will always talk really highly of their jewelry pieces because they truly have been some of my go-to jewelry pieces. 9 times out of 10, if you guys see me wearing any jewelry piece in any of my videos, it's usually gonna be from Ana Luisa. They're a sustainable company. They create really high quality jewelry for an affordable price. And if you guys use my code Ksenia20, you get 20% off. And currently they are running a BOGO 65% off sale. So you could buy one, get one 65% off, plus the 20% from my coupon code. That's a steal. So let's get started with these earrings. So I have a lot of smaller hoops in my collection, which I wear all the time, but I also really love bigger hoops. And I saw that they had these. I think these are a new item on their website. When I was scrolling through, I was like, okay, I have to have those because they're a little bit bigger than your typical little small chunky gold hoop. They feel so, I don't want to say heavy because they're not, but when you hold them, you could tell like it's a nice quality jewelry piece, but they do not weigh down your ear whatsoever. Like I don't even feel like they're in my ears right now. And these are called the Jolene earrings. First of all, I'm obsessed with that name. I love the song Jolene, who doesn't? So yeah, these are just like a classic everyday wear, go with everything type of hoop. So love those. Now, this next item, I did not expect to be as obsessed with this item as much as I am, but ever since I got it, I have been wearing it every single day. It has not left my ear. So it's this little, you guys are gonna see it better in the try on, but it's this gold cuff right here. I got a cartilage piercing a while ago on this ear because I've always wanted like a cartilage piercing, but I just could not heal. I never healed from it. It would always be hurting. Every time I would go to sleep, it would be so uncomfortable, and literally like 6-7 months, it was still as uncomfortable. It was so painful, and I kept it in for so long because I liked it so much until I had had enough, and I'm like, okay, I have to take this off because my ear is literally throbbing. That kind of demolished my dream of having a cartilage piercing. And then every time I would get cuffs in any other place, I just didn't like them. Like, I don't know, there's something that about them that looked very like fake. It didn't look like a real cartilage piercing. But this ear cuff right here, it looks so good. It fits perfectly, and I love the little chain detail that it has in the back. It almost gives, because it's so like thin and dainty, it almost gives off the illusion of an actual cartilage piercing. So I love that. And then I love just the little chain detail that it has, like kind of hanging in the back. I'm obsessed with this cuff. Like, I don't think I will ever take it off of my ear, to be honest. And you can kind of adjust the size of it so that it really fits your ear and it never comes off. And I've never had a problem with this coming off. I've literally been sleeping with it, showering with it, doing everything with it, and it has not come off once. And this cuff is called the Eleni cuff. So highly recommend that. It is also one of the cheaper items on their website, so you can get it for a really nice price considering they have their BOGO, my 20% off coupon code. Definitely get your hands on it. And by the way, this is what you get if you are a new viewer of mine and you don't know about Ana Luisa. This is how you get your pieces in. They don't come in like plastic or anything. They come in these little pouches and they're reusable. I use them to travel. They're amazing. They even have dividers inside of them so you could divide your pieces so that they don't get tangled. But the very last pair of earrings are these. Now these have just rocked my world. When I saw these on their website, I was obsessed and I needed them. And now that I have them, I cannot stop looking at them. They are just the most beautiful earrings I've ever seen in my life. So I have earrings like this, but they're really cheap. and they do not look anywhere close to how good these look. But I've always loved the look of these type of earrings. I don't even know what this is called. Like, I call these like chandelier earrings because that's what they remind me of. It's just like this beautiful gold, like shiny. Oh my god, I have a Christmas party to go to this weekend with my husband, and I think I'm gonna be wearing these earrings because they're a statement piece. I would definitely say these are more dressy, but I mean, you could also dress them down in a way, but I feel like I'm definitely going to dress these up. They're called the Kylie earrings, and they are just stunning. I mean, there's not much more to say. They speak for themselves. So those are all the pieces from Ana Luisa. Again, don't forget to use my code XENIA20 for 20% off site-wide. And with all that being said, we can finally get into this video. So please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and let's get started. All right, let's start with all of the other mist first before we get into Bath & Body Works. So first off, I'm going to start off with Victoria's Secret. So I wanted to kind of address something that I've been getting in the comments when I show body sprays or even perfumes. I get comments of people saying, your body sprays are not even used. Things like that, and it always bothers me because this is what my body sprays normally look like, but keep in mind, I have a huge collection and I have multiples a lot of times, and when I do these videos, I'd rather show the product that looks like this because it looks better to me. So that is why it looks like I just like don't ever use my mist. And then the ones that I do have singles of, I have so many mists in my collection. I don't ever just like stick to one. So that is why when I show my mists, they don't all look like this. One, because I like to show the ones that are a little bit newer because they just look better. And two, because I have so many to rotate over that I'll go to one, I'll use it for a bit, make a slight little dent in it, and then I'll go to another one and then to another one. I feel like I don't even have to explain myself, but I just wanted to because I get those comments every now and then. So I wanted to just kind of address it in this video. So anyways, that's all I'm going to talk about that. You guys can keep commenting those comments if you want, but there's the explanation for you. Let's start with Miss number 1. This is Warm and Cozy. This is a classic. And I wear this all year round, like no matter the season, no matter the day. I would say the occasion does matter with this though, because this isn't really a scent that I would wear necessarily to like a special occasion, because it's called Warm and Cozy for a reason. It's a very cozy, lay on your couch, watch a movie, cozy up type of scent. Like Warm and Cozy could not be more of a perfect name for this. It's one of those scents that will get you so many compliments. Like my husband loves this every single time I wear it. At the end of the day, when we're winding down, I'll take my shower, I will spray myself with this, we'll kind of just lay on the couch, watch a movie or something, and I'm smelling like this. He is like all over me. He loves this scent. So this is soft vanilla, toasted coconut, and passion fruit. The main thing that I can smell out of this is the vanilla. It's a very soft vanilla, very warm, and then the toasted coconut I guess kind of adds a little bit of like a creamy element in here, and maybe like a slight coconut scent, but it's not really like a sunscreen coconut or tropical coconut in any way. It just gives it like a little bit of like this toastiness. And then as far as the passion fruit, I don't know if I could smell that specifically in here, but there is like this little burst of fruitiness in it as well. It is just like a heavenly scent, very inoffensive scent, but it also smells amazing. Like anybody will love this if they smell it on you. This is a perfect winter scent. Okay, then I have Pure Seduction Crystal. I fell in love with this when I got it. I think it came out, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. But if you guys watched my video when I hauled this for the very first time, when this collection had just dropped, you saw how obsessed I was with it. I literally bought like 3 backups because they were having a sale or something, and like I wanted this scent so bad. They did such a good job on this. So Pure Seduction Crystal doesn't smell anything like Pure Seduction. Otherwise I would have hated it because I'm not a huge fan of Pure Seduction. But there's something about this, and I don't really know the notes other than ruby pear and violet orchid. That's all that they mention in here. And I honestly don't know how to describe this scent. It is so good. It's like creamy. It kind of gives me like melon vibes. Like for example, the melon flavored haichu. It kind of smells like that. And it's not just like your airy, fruity, fresh scent. There's something in here that it adds depth to it, and I don't know what it is. Maybe the violet orchid. I'm not really sure where that's coming from, but it's a sweet scent overall with a lot of fruitiness to it. This is obviously discontinued because it was like a limited edition collection that came out, but I will try to find like a Mercari link or something where you can buy this scent, and I will link that in the description. But yeah, top tier scent, Pure Seduction Crystal. And then there's a lot more Victoria's Secret mists that I could have included for this video, but the last one that I'm going to talk about is Lost in a Daydream. This body mist literally smells like a perfume. It does smell a little bit like a specific perfume, like it kind of gives me a little bit of a vibe to YSL Libre. I wouldn't call them like exact dupes, but it like has this slight little resemblance to it, which is why I'm mentioning it. That just to say that this just smells so high end and it gives me like luxury designer perfume vibes. There's just a really sexy quality about it. This is a body mist that you could honestly wear even like going out, going to the club, whatever you're gonna do. It's not gonna be your like typical basic fruity body mist. So that is Lost in a Daydream. I had to include this because especially for winter, this is amazing. This is by the Being Frenshe line. This is Ashley Tisdale's brand, and I think it's a Target exclusive brand if I'm not mistaken. You can get it in store, you can get it online, and these products are very versatile. You could use them for a lot of different things, even like the body mist. This one specifically is in the Cashmere Vanilla scent. They do have more fresher, more clean scents for those of you that don't love the sweet scents. But this one is not even I mean, it's definitely sweet. It's got vanilla in it, which you can definitely smell. But it's not going to be your typical like gourmand vanilla where it's just like overly sweet. This vanilla, because of the cashmere, it gives it like this musky, it almost slightly gives me cologne vibes in a way. And I don't want that to sound negative because I know a lot of women don't like smelling like a man. That's not what you're gonna smell like with this. It's just like ever so slightly has this sort of masculine touch to it, which in my opinion, I think makes this like even more sexy than just your basic sweet vanilla scent. There's this musky, almost like a woody quality about it. It's just so good, and this product has been going viral all over TikTok. So if you can even find this in store, I definitely recommend checking it out. And then the last two mists before we get into Bath & Body Works are both by Sol de Janeiro. So the first one is Cheryl Says 71. I'm obsessed with this body mist, as I know many of you are. This is just one of a kind. Like, you will never find more of a gourmand scent than this one. This straight up smells like a pastry shop. It is just the most caramelized, I don't even know. It is so sweet to the point where I feel like I'm like literally smelling like a cake or something with like caramel drizzling on it, and it's just so sweet and so creamy. You literally smell like dessert with this. And I know a lot of body mists, like Bath & Body Works does that a lot. Like they'll do the more gourmand, but there is no gourmand that measures up to how gourmand this scent is. Like literally you will become a dessert, like walking dessert. This has top notes of caramelized vanilla and sea salt, middle notes of toasted macadamia nut and white chocolate, and base notes of tonka bean and coconut blossom. It is just the most amazing scent. It smells like warm baked cookies, baked goods. That's basically this in a nutshell. And then the next one that I think is perfect for winter, especially, I think this would be great for summer as well, but I think it's really nice for the winter because it has a little bit of like a deep plummy touch to it. So this is Rosa 40, and this has notes of black amber plum, creme de cassis, middle notes of jasmine blooms and Brazilian orchid, and base notes of vanilla woods and warm musk. It kind of reminds me of Vanilla Woods, which I don't know where that perfume was because I actually wore it yesterday, by the Seven Virtues. It slightly reminds me of that scent, so if you're into Vanilla Woods, you would like this. It does have a vanilla like touch to it. It's not gourmand because that black amber plum just kind of adds like this depth to it, and it's very like dark, deep, plummy, but then mixed with the Vanilla Woods, it just, oh my god, it is so good. Ultimate sexy scent. I recommend this for any time of year, but especially for winter, I think this is a beautiful scent. And now we can get into Bath & Body Works. So there was a lot of mists, obviously, that I could have included for this video, like the typical winter scents that come out every single year. I could definitely have talked about those, which I don't think I have any of those in this video actually. And the reason why is because, I mean, those are kind of like very obvious choices for wintertime scents because they literally come out for the winter. They're specific winter scents. So I think apart from one, I don't really have any like winter specific, like actual winter scents that have come out from there. They're just scents that I think are really suitable for the winter and that I'm going to be pulling out for this winter time. So the first scent, of course, I have to talk about Wrapped in Vanilla because this is going to be, I think, my #1 winter scent. it already has become my #1 scent. Ever since I bought it, I've been wearing it almost every single day. I've been pairing it with other perfumes, but also just all the time wearing it alone. I love wearing it to bed. It just makes you smell so sweet and creamy and edible. It's very close to Cheryl Says 71 in the sense that it's also very gourmand. But Cheryl Says 71 is a lot more gourmand, a lot more like caramelly, has a little bit more to it, whereas wrapped in vanilla, you can kind of smell the vanilla in here a lot more than anything else. But this also has like that baked warm cookies, like dessert type of smell as well, even though it's kind of like advertised as just a vanilla scent. It's a little bit more than a vanilla. It's more of like a gourmand vanilla. The actual notes in here are soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly cream, which I came to find out in my haul where I hauled this, that chantilly cream is kind of like a sweetened version of whipped cream. Like a lot of the times whipped cream will be like lightly sweetened, whereas with chantilly cream they add vanilla to it and it's just so much more sweeter. So I think that kind of, it says enough about how much I love this scent. Next up, I have Midnight Pomegranate. I think this is a perfect winter scent because it's called Midnight Pomegranate. It's like a deep berry, like deep pomegranate scent. I love pomegranate notes in perfumes, in body mist especially, because in body mist that pomegranate is so realistic, and it is in here also, but because of the mixture with the other notes, this body mist is not your typical like fruity pomegranate scented sort of body mist. Like there's a little bit more to it, it's a little bit more depth and notes that are a little bit more high end, especially for a body mist. So the notes are ruby red pomegranate, sparkling cassis, white jasmine, blackberry spice, and patchouli. You kind of rarely see patchouli in body mist. You'll see it a lot in perfumes because patchouli is just a really, I don't know, strong note, and it's most commonly found in perfumes because it just gives them like this added oomph. I always say that I hate patchouli, but I'm slowly kind of realizing that I have a love-hate relationship with it, because if it's done right, I really love it because it adds a nice little kick to a perfume and it also makes perfumes last really long. But then if it's done too much, it overpowers everything and then it almost smells like it has gone bad. Now in this one, it's the perfect amount, especially because it's a body spray. You know that patchouli is not going to be that prominent, and it's not. But I will say, just mixed with that bright pomegranate, it's kind of making that bright pomegranate a little bit deeper and darker and adding like this little hint of like a greenness to it, and it's just elevating it. It's kind of taking it from a body mist to slowly becoming like a perfume. If you love deep berry pomegranate sugary scents, you will love Midnight Pomegranate. Next up, this scent, this is Cozy Season. Now do not mistake this scent for Cozy Evening, because those are two different scents. I actually was pulling out all the body mist for this video and I was going into my collection and I pulled out Cozy Season and then I pulled out Cozy Evening and I'm like, why do I have two of these? But then I realized it's two separate scents. And at first I was thinking maybe they're repackages, and I looked at the notes and they're actually different notes entirely. So I picked Cozy Season over Cozy Evening because there was something about this that I just kind of liked a little bit more. And Cozy Season makes me think of like winter. That's how I kind of categorize winter. It's just like a very cozy season. Cozy Season has notes of soft lavender, golden honey, and creamy oak. So the soft lavender I know can put a lot of people off, but in here, oh my goodness, it is so good. It's so creamy. Like the lavender is creamy, which is really weird. Like how do you make lavender creamy? But I don't know. They did it in this scent. I guess because of like the creamy oak maybe. But it has like this lavender woody scent to it, and then the golden honey also adds a level of like sweetness, so it kind of tones down the lavender, and it's just so good. I know lavender can kind of sometimes give off masculine vibes. I don't think it does in here. I think you could wear this around the house or even like just every day. It's not super groundbreaking, but it's also not very like lackluster. It's kind of like right in between. Next up, I have Fireside Flurries. Now I know this scent did come out specifically for winter, I think last year if I'm not mistaken. I don't even remember. I decided to include this because I've actually really grown to love this scent. So Fireside Flurries is a very cozy scent. A lot of these scents are very cozy scents, but this one especially. So the notes in here are toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. So again, we got that lavender, and I think again with the mixture of the cashmere woods, there's something really nice about it, and I don't get extreme like masculine vibes in here because of the lavender. I guess there is a slight little muskiness in here, but the toasted marshmallow, that's the perfect note for it, like toasted. It smells like a toasted kind of scent. It kind of reminds me of like Bonfire Bash slightly, like that toasty, I wouldn't say smoky, but almost like this burnt scent that gives this a really, really cozy vibe, like toasting marshmallows by the fire. That's exactly what this smells like. Very warm. It kind of also gives me slight cloud vibes from Ariana Grande. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully you guys can understand what I said by the vibe that I gave. And if you can hear that, again, that he has been making a lot of appearances in my videos, but that's my puppy playing with his little toy. Next up, Winterberry Wonder. Another beautiful winter scent. Even though it's called Winterberry Wonder, it's at the end of the day just a really nice berry scent, so you can wear it all year round. The notes in here are ruby frost, winterberry, sparkling cranberry, and crystal vanilla. So it's a lot of berries mixed with vanilla, and that's basically the gist of this scent. It's so bright, it's so fruity, and this definitely gives off body mist vibes. There's nothing like perfumey in here, but I just love me a really nice berry scent, and intertwined with that vanilla, it is just perfection. So I always love Winterberry Wonder. This is also a scent that I mix a lot with my perfumes to give them like a little berry accent. So I love that. Next up, brand new scent, Dream Bright. I had to include it for this because I do think this is a great winter body spray. And this is a body spray that smells like a perfume. I think this smells really high end for what it is. So the notes in here are sapphire berries, night blooming orchid, and crystallized vanilla. When I smell this, I kind of get the love child of Dark Kiss and Into the Night. It's like it falls somewhere in between because it's like that dark, plummy, berry, patchouli sort of esque. Like it gives me patchouli vibes as well, even though it doesn't say patchouli anywhere in here. But then it also gives me slightly like this vibe of Into the Night. It's basically the perfect love child of those. I've been hearing a lot of people say that this is a really good dupe to Mon Paris by YSL. Now, I've said in previous videos that I have actually never liked Mon Paris. I really highly dislike it actually, because every time I smell that, all I smell is patchouli on my skin. It just does not do good with me. And I know Mon Paris also has like strawberries, so it has a lot of really nice berries, but the patchouli throws me off. And to be honest, I don't consider this a dupe because I actually like this and I very much dislike Mon Paris. So in my opinion, they're not dupes. Like, I prefer this 10 times over Mon Paris. But with that said, that kind of just goes to show that this definitely smells like a designer scent for sure. So when you wear this, nobody will know that you have a body spray. People will think you have an actual perfume on. Next up, Midnight Amber Glow. This is also a fairly recent scent. If you love Into the Night, this is kind of the sister to Into the Night. It's definitely related to Into the Night because this also has that coffee-esque to it, but instead of being like coffee, I'm not sure the exact note that's in Into the Night. In here, you actually get caramel latte, which sounds amazing. And then the smooth amber, and then you also get vanilla bourbon. It's a sexy, deep kind of latte. You can definitely smell that latte sort of coffee vibe. And then the vanilla bourbon, it kind of has like a slight boozy vibe with the smooth amber. It's a very smooth, very creamy latte, like almost gives me like cappuccino vibes, but in a high-end way. It doesn't smell like a body spray gourmand type of scent where you just smell like cookies, you know, and it's like fun and flirty. This one actually has some sexy muskiness to it intertwined with all those notes. Next up, I have Snowflakes and Cashmere. Now, this one is a classic that comes out every single winter season. You guys know I always am talking about Snowflakes and Cashmere. If you like Velvet Petals from Victoria's Secret, which I love, this is kind of like the sexier version of Velvet Petals. Like Velvet Petals gives me like more juvenile vibes, even though I wear it all the time, but it's a little bit younger smelling. This one is like the sexy older sister of Velvet Petals. This is vanilla cashmere cream, caramel woods, and frosted clementine. I don't know how to explain it. It's like creamy, it's vanilla-y, it's caramelly slightly. The cashmere is doing also like wonders in here. It's just such a good and honestly sexy scent. And even though it's Snowflakes and Cashmere and it's a winter scent, I literally use this all year round. Like there's nothing really winter specific about this, but especially because it is a winter scent, of course I had to talk about it in a winter video. Forever Red. of course had to include this. This is a classic also, and I'm obsessed with Forever Red. It's a scent that will get you compliments over and over and over again, especially from men. Men really love this scent. So again, we got the vanilla rum in here. So you still get that like boozy vanilla, and I think there's just something about vanilla mixed with like a boozy touch that people really, really love, and me included. So this also has fiery pomegranate, which you know I love also, red peony, and then oak wood. So it's like woody, it's vanilla. The pomegranate is definitely there. Also is one that smells very perfumey, so it gives me high-end vibes. Only thing I will say, and a lot of people have said, which this has never happened to me, but I guess I'll give a disclaimer. Don't wear a white shirt when you spray this because apparently the juice in it is red, so it like stains. I have never had that issue, to be honest. Like, I've always sprayed it on lighter clothing and I've never had it stain, so I don't know if I have a new formula of it, like if they've changed it, but I'm just giving that disclaimer. Just be careful where you're spraying this. And then the very last scent I'm going to talk about is Velvet Sugar. This is such a sugary, sweet, delicious scent, and I don't have the notes of this, but this is a classic. It's been out for like a decade, but it's so good. It has like a bright fruity vibe to it. It's sugary. It kind of reminds me of like a fruitier version of Pink Sugar from Aquilina, but I almost like prefer this. It's just a really, really sweet, girly, bubbly scent. Very flirty, kind of girl next door type of scent, but I included it as a winter scent because there's something about this that's, I don't know how to explain it. Like, definitely gives me all year round vibes, but Velvet Sugar, it just gives me also like these nice winter vibes because of how sweet it is. I think it makes it really, really fitting for the winter time. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my recommendations. Let me know any other mists that you guys are going to be wearing this season. If you liked any of the pieces that I showed from Ana Luisa, make sure that you use my code XENIA20 for 20% off. And thank you to them for sponsoring today's video. But that is it for me today. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!